It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana, looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
So this is Rena. This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dana suffer the same fate, ever.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something. So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renas Alma using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength. It's that it's sentient, too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renis Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up. Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
what do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renin rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Danans started pressing their own.
Renins, Danans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different to someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day,
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
I wonder what Helganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen,
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
a man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renins inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hootle.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hootle!
Ow, ow, ow! Seriously, what the hell?
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
I knew there was something off here!
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
Raging Cascade!
Now you see what I can do!
In here! Light
The enemy wields us too.
You'll soon see about that!
No further! Try
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you! Raging Cascade!
Does it!
You picked the wrong fight!
Air thrust! Healing circle!
Be careful not to overdo it.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Sonic thrust! Cyan is back into the fray!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Take it!
Now! You are in
I
tip-top
can carve
shape!
through
As soon as
armor!
I'm done here, I'll come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
As impressive as always. Alphen,
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Danon slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegis, remember? They probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for? We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In tragedy's aftermath, hope is all we have.
Just look at the size of that thing. The Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years. No, even before that. Just how many people, Renan or Danon, do you think have ever seen this?
Regarding the past 3 centuries at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first. Also, while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Danons?
I'd say it's likely. Which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Danons. But it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Danons too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Xion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
What the? Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate. Airborne beast. My spec.
Airborne. Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone.
More Sukos?
Keep calm and take them down.
You picked the wrong fight!
1,000 gales, Searing flame, reload!
Rising Viper!
Flame of fury, burning strike!
Water, hear my call.
Demon Fang!
This one's mine.
We turn the tables on.
Enemies
There are
incoming!
still more left.
Right. In an instant! Impact Block!
Reinforcements?
Rising Viper!
I'll smash you!
Rising Phoenix!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Think with more Here's a healing art!
Lunar Rongo! Rising Phoenix!
Here's a healing art!
The flame inside me cures to be let free! Not today!
Claim the confiscated! By the power of the
Here I come! Killing up!
Rinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
More?
Searing
Swordling Alpha!
This one's mine.
Away! Crush! Demon Fang!
Hear me! Flame of
Can't get out of this!
Burning now!
Water.
All yours, Kisara!
More? Burn!
Ice tornado!
I wish I could blow like you, Law.
You wish to learn my secrets, young Alpha?
Yes, Master. Please, teach me the
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on it!
More?
What's this?
Rising Wyvern! Soaring Light Spear!
Armor won't save you!
Get toasty.
Burn strike!
Right.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
Already on!
Where are you going?
Dragon
Holy
Swarm!
land!
Pierce Thrust! Sword Lane Alpha! Radiant Blast!
Radiant here!
Shield!
This one's got your name on it.
Action to action!
More?
Gemini Alpha!
Crush! Hurricane Thrust! Rising Phoenix!
It's time!
Mega Red! Wailing Gemini
Tear!
Alpha!
Rising Phoenix!
It's in the sky.
Rising
Don't
Wyvern!
mind if I do!
Soaring Light Spear! Vacuum Blades! You picked the wrong fight!
Annihilation!
Mega Sonic Thrust!
Dueling. This one's got your name on it.
Action to action!
More?
Here, let me help.
Be still!
Dragon Show!
Glacial Spear.
Illuminate the dark!
Rising Wyvern!
Holy land!
Rising Falcon!
Power of flame! Vanish without a trace!
Here I come!
Ranger!
In a bind?
Sword Lane Alpha!
Explosion!
Dueling.
All yours, Kisara!
Illuminate
More?
the dark! Come forth! Holy land!
Hurricane Thrust!
Between heaven and
Rising
earth!
Phoenix!
Do it! A wind! Lock!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Easy! Way to go!
Lightning Claw! Rising Rocket!
Here's her!
Dragon Swarm! Sonic this
I
one's
never
all mine!
miss!
Sword Lane Alpha! Blew away! You picked the wrong fight!
For astral energy!
Say no more!
By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace! In here!
Rising Wyvern!
Get her!
Soaring Light Spear!
Explosion!
I'm on it!
Don't mind if I do!
Radiant Blast!
Lightning I never miss! Thunderblade!
Blade!
Illuminate the dark!
Through one!
Do it.
Light
Shield!
This one's got your name on it.
Action to action!
I can feel my precision improving.
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zoogle somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
If that's true, then if we go down, we should find the Great Spirit at the bottom.
We could get there even faster if we simply jump down instead.
You sound alarmingly serious when you say that.
This one's tough! Take this! Damn it! Now I can let loose!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint,
No, that'd be silly. Hey, you okay?
I can still do this! Not today!
Freeze Lancer!
Prepare to be sealed, though. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Through escape! Dragon Force! Rising Water!
I'll cover you.
With the flame inside me, yours could be let free!
Lightning Thunderblade!
Eat this!
Illuminate the blah blah blah. That's it. Healing Loop. A chain between heaven and earth. Pull myself together.
I owe you one.
I'll pick you up.
I'll smash you!
Double demon
I
back!
really owe you one.
Eternal devastation!
Illuminating Storm. I'll heal you all.
Swallow dance! Swallow blade!
Swallow heaven and earth.
Swallow blade!
I owe you, Sion. Healing is what my art is at. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Splendid flash!
I'll cover you. Recover!
Hold nothing back!
In here!
Howling Hurricane!
Can't get out of this!
Hear my
Hurricane
call!
Slash!
Confiscated!
Tear! Hurricane Slash!
Thunderblade!
Tear!
One more time!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Rising Water!
Ready and ready! Here I go! Raging Cascade! Will this help?
Double Demon Fan!
Chain between heaven and earth! Magic is in!
Not today!
Dragon I never miss!
Okay, here I go!
Away! Recover! Denied!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Corruption! Watch everything!
Rising Wyvern!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'm even stronger than before.
And thus our strength yet grows.
Great, now I'm hurt and dirty.
These structures don't look like anything built by the Renans, or even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architectural style of the Helganquil. Or perhaps the opposite, given their situation.
You mean like how some places favor building stuff with stone, while others rely on wood?
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'll have to inquire with Hevrecht 35 about it sometime.
bad feeling about this.
That frickin' does it!
You picked the wrong fight!
That frickin' does it!
Can't get out of this!
I'm on! Now you see what I can do!
Now I can let loose!
I never miss! Now! You know, watching you really makes me realize...
Makes you realize what?
Maybe thinking too much gets in the way sometimes.
Exactly! Don't think, just keep swinging. Watch this!
Double demon fang!
The heavens must be smiling.
Those thorns.
I'm not letting them get in our way!
This looks nice and tough.
No choice!
I'm on!
Here's a healing art!
Megasonic
There you go! I feel like me again.
Searing flame! Careful! That's a kind of camouflage!
Watch this!
Rising Wyvern!
It's go time! Armor won't save you!
Shockwave Blast!
Raging cascade! Please focus!
Now or never.
Burn!
Illumination star! Come forth!
Take this!
Holy
Get through!
between heaven and earth!
Swallow Blade! Infernal Torrent!
This has got your name on them! Eat this!
Will this help? Dance in the wind!
Dragon Form!
Healing circle came between heaven and earth!
Rising Wyvern!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Talon storm! Talon storm!
This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin! Very bad!
I can carve through armor!
Dazzle!
Dragon shout!
Glacial spear! Light astral energy!
Burn!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy land!
Rising Wyvern!
Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! All aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt.
Bad feeling about this.
Mind if I do?
That'll bring you down.
Take this!
In a bind?
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong!
All yours, Kisara.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Eternal devastation!
This firearm feels like a part of me now.
Have you ever thought of wielding two at once?
Would be double the firepower, and plenty of style to boot.
What use is style when it's life or death? Hey, that looks pretty good.
Right, here goes!
Ready to go! Hear my call!
Not today!
Tear you apart! Swallow dance!
My
Here I
axe
come on a
illuminates
roll
this
now!
Holy land!
Time to
Smash
cross
you!
blade!
It looks like you got this covered.
Get away!
Freeze Lancer!
Slash!
Here's a
Demon
real
Fang!
star! I never miss! Swallow split!
Demon Fang!
Swallow dance!
Here, let me help.
Can't get out of this!
Grenade! Photon, there you go!
Right in.
Arc field!
turret!
Chain the still right if I do! Vanish without a
Flame
trace!
inside me! Yours! Be let free! You picked the wrong fight!
Lightning explosion! Dance in the wind! Air
Double
drop!
demon
Chain
fang!
between heaven and earth! Rock your body!
Demon fang! Now!
First aid!
Dragon
Swallow
Tail!
blade!
Lightning
Demon fang!
without
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Fang blast!
Will this help? I never miss!
Be still!
A chain between heaven and
Armor
earth!
won't save you!
Mirage!
I wheel you
You're
out!
just getting
The
started!
flame inside me! Yours
this
to
help?
be let free!
Raging! Now!
Riddle out! Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
Take
I
man!
will you all!
I hope I live long enough to regret it!
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
That's not even fair!
Let's tear him up!
A chain between heaven and earth.
There you go!
Feel radiant blood! Warring flame! Watch and bleed!
Here I come! Rising Wyvern! Take this!
That'll bring you down! Nothing beats by me!
Rolling attack! Pieces! Attack time!
There you go! Don't let up!
Burn it down!
Chain between heaven and earth.
I can carve through. What's this?
Where is the energy of lightning?
I'm on it! Dragon form! Explosive ring! Hurricane!
Tempted whirl! Alright, it's over! You alright?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Amazing.
Where are you going? My astral energy!
Eternal devastation!
Mega ray!
No further!
Will this help?
This one's all mine! Eater!
Shining supernova! Ready!
I have no limits!
Lightning descent! Radiant flame! Don't mind if I do! Here, let me help! It looks like you got this covered!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again! Damn it! Hurricane thrust! Rising Phoenix!
These things really get on my nerves!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Eater! Prepare to be sealed!
I can't hold on to her!
I'm sorry to
No
be
further!
We've all got enough on our plate.
Yes, ma'am.
Blow them away!
Water, hear my
Sonic
call!
thrust! Double demon fang!
charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop. Where are you going?
Destruction! Eternal devastation! Take this!
Having your dreams!
Rising Wyvern!
Armor won't save you.
Here's the call!
Sword Rain Outbreak!
Dance in the wind!
Raining Flood! Eternal devastation! I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire! Double demon fang! Burn in hell! Thanks.
Denied! Searing
Okay.
swallow
dance!
Lightning raging back into the
Rising
flames!
Blood!
Take this. Talon Hurricane. What's this?
I'm ready! Raging sword!
Now I'm in trouble.
By the power of flame!
Eternal
Man,
devastation!
these sticks has got your name on them.
Double demon fang!
I can use this! Burning glacial steel!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Illuminate the dark!
Kitara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
I've used a bit too much healing.
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
yourself!
healing
This
arc.
one's tough!
I'll smash you!
Shockwave Flash! From one
Rip and tear!
It can hide itself? From me?
A chain between heaven and steel.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Lunar corruption. Tempest cloud.
Something's wrong with me.
You just say the word and I'm there.
I can't believe it's come to this.
One's mine.
Rip and tear!
I'll heal you all.
Ignite!
Lightning orb. Healing raging cascade.
Take this! Sword Rain Alpha! Eternal devastation!
Ready and ready!
Destruction!
Smash you!
A wailing dance.
Rising Wyvern! You're mine!
Watch this!
Steel force. Let's go. Burning
Pierce through!
Here's the evil
Double demon fang!
Here's a healing arc.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
The earth throbs in pain.
I'm not in a bind!
Take this! You picked the wrong fight!
Infernal punch.
Also destruct! Sword Rain Alpha!
Bring you down.
Rain Slash! Eternal! Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Lightning orb.
I can carve through! I'm on a roll now!
Sleep now.
Lost my focus!
Thanks so much.
Rising Wyvern!
Raging cascade.
Soaring Light Spear! Shockwave Flash!
In between heaven and earth.
Leave the ground to me! Shion!
Go for it.
Prepare to crumble!
There's always room for improvement.